What's up, everyone? Ben Murphy here, and today, as you can see, we have a different style of video. This is going to be a top 10 most expensive cars in the world. And before we get into the video, just if you're new to the channel and you like any type of content related to cars, any car related to content, just make sure to go down below, click that subscribe button. It only takes about 2 seconds out of your day, and it really helps me out a lot, and we're on the road to 200 subscribers. So just like that, let's get into the video. Coming in at number 10 on the list, we have the Pagani Huayra BC coming in at $2.8 million. And coming after the Huayra BC is the most expensive Pagani ever made. And the name, the BC part, comes from, well, it's named as a tribute to Benny Caiola, an Italian investor and a close friend to Horatio Pagani. This car was debuted at the 2016 Geneva Auto Show, and under that hood you have a 6-liter V12 bi-turbo engine making 790 horsepower and 811 pound-feet of torque. And this car weighs only 2,685 pounds, so an extremely light car, and obviously it is made out of full carbon fiber to be that light. So coming in at number 9, we have the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. It's $3 million. It's originally introduced as a concept car in 2013 in memory of the deceased son of the founder of Pininfarina, the legendary Italian design house. Only 6 of these cars were ever made, so extremely rare, and thus becoming one of the most coveted cars in the world. It's one of the costliest Ferraris ever made, and it's based on the 458 Spider. Each car is handmade on an all-carbon fiber frame, which is very unique that each car is handmade, but obviously you can do that if you're only making 6 of them. It's 330 pounds lighter than the 458. It has the same 4.5 liter naturally aspirated V8 making 562 horsepower. So not only are there only 6 of these things, which makes them extremely rare, and you're obviously in a very small group if you own one, but the coolest thing about this car is that each of the 6 owners were chosen by Ferrari. So obviously you're in a very select few who own these cars in a very special group because you were chosen by Ferrari to own one of these vehicles. Coming at number 8, we have the Aston Martin Valkyrie, which has actually not had a price tag on it yet, but yet experts estimate that it's going to be $3.2 million. So I have it at number 8 on our list at $3.2 million. It's built under the new president of Aston Martin, Andy Palmer. This car is a renovation of the Aston Martin Red Bull AMRB001. The aerodynamic scheme for this car is very unique. It pushes air via the chassis, resulting in downforce without using wings. The 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12 has a 1-to-1 power rate ratio, and also comes with a Rimac built hybrid battery system, which comes with the engine, which makes 1,000 horsepower. So one of the few cars that has a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio, and the only other car I can think of, and I might be wrong, but I know the Koenigsegg 1-to-1, obviously coming from the name, is also a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio. But anyways, moving on, 150 units of this car have been planned, and in addition to those 150 units, they're going to make 25 track-only additions. So now moving on, number 7 on our list is the Bugatti Veyron Mansory Vivere. $3.4 million. The Veyron, the original Veyron, was upgraded 4 times since it came out in 2005. The Mansory Vivere is not only one of the priciest cars in the world, but it's also one of the fastest. It was modeled on the Grand Sport Vitesse Roadster, 8-liter W16, making 1,200 horsepower and 1,106 pound-feet of torque. And the original Veyron was the fastest car in the world for a while, with a top speed of 253 miles an hour, and was also named Car of the Decade from 2000 to 2009. So Bugatti Veyron, great car. The original Veyron still goes for a lot of money today. So the next car, number 6 on our list, is we have the Lykan Hypersport coming in at $3.4 million. And what makes this car so pricey is the headlights are made of 240 15-karat diamonds, and the LED blades are made of 420 15-karat diamonds, and all the gems are customizable. And if you don't know, this car was featured in Fast and Furious 7 or Furious 7, and it was the one that they drove through like the super tall building. They jumped from building to building with this car. And this car has actually been drafted by the Abu Dhabi police for patrol duty, which is insane. If I saw one of these as a police car, that would be quite incredible. The car was built by W Motors, and the twin-turbo 3.8-liter flat six makes 780 horsepower and 708 pound-feet of torque. That is absolutely crazy for a six-cylinder engine to be making 780 horsepower. They've really cranked a lot of power out of that engine, and it does 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds with a top speed of 240 miles per hour. And number 5 on this list is not actually really a production car from McLaren, but it's the McLaren P1 LM. It's $3.6 million, and I said it's not actually a production car by McLaren, but this is a street legal version of the track-only P1 GTR. So, bought by the British firm Lanzante, who bought the original P1, and they made the P1 LM was made for a select group of buyers. The 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 makes 1,000 horsepower. It weighs 132 pounds less than the P1 GTR and generates 40% more downforce. Only 5 have been built. So coming in on number 4 on our list, we have the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. Coming in at $4.5 million, built to celebrate Lamborghini's 50th birthday. Veneno also means poison in Spanish, and the design really fits the name. The design is absolutely crazy on this car. So under the hood, the 6.5-liter V12 makes 740 horsepower and 507 pound-feet of torque. It does 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, heavily inspired by the Aventador LP704, and is made of carbon fiber. That's meaning the car only weighs 3,285 pounds. Only 9 Roadsters were made, and the resale rates are absolutely crazy on this thing. One was sold at $11 million. It is the most expensive car ever produced when it came out, and only 3 being available to the customers in the first lot. So an extremely rare car, and obviously extremely valuable, because now these things, as you can see, one of them resold for at $11 million. So now these things, from when they came out, going from 4.5 up to over $10 million. So number 3 is the Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. Coming in at $4.8 million, the most expensive street legal production car in the world. The car is coated in, yes, real diamonds. You heard me, yes, this car is coated in real diamonds. So the Trevita translates into 3 whites, and the carbon fibers are coated with a diamond dust impregnated resin called the Koenigsegg Proprietary Diamond Weave. The 4.8-liter dual supercharged V8 makes 1,004 horsepower and 797 pound-feet of torque. Only 3 of these were planned to be made, but it got reduced down to 2 because the carbon fiber made it too difficult and too time-consuming for regular production. So if you have one of these, you are only one of 2 people in the world, making this car extremely rare, and why it is so much money at $4.8 million when it first came out. I'm guessing if one of these ever sold, it would be way above 4.8. So number 2 on our list, we have the Rolls-Royce Sweptails. Not actually a production car. This car was made for one specific Rolls-Royce customer, but it's coming in at $13 million. This car is off the markets and was made for one specific customer. Like I just said, this particular exclusive car comes with its custom coach work. This car is probably modeled off the Wraith, and it seats only 2 people. Something cool about the interior, which is handcrafted with wood and leather, are the attaché cases for holding laptops behind each door. This car is based on the 1920s and 30s models and looks like a yacht from the back, and the owner of this car, which Rolls-Royce did not reveal any information about, he does collect super yachts and racing boats, so he kind of wanted his car to look like a yacht or a racing boat. And coming in at number 1, we have the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, coming in at $18.7 million. The name is French and literally translates into the black car, made entirely from carbon fiber. The car is a one-off So only one of them were ever made, being inspired by its predecessors, the Veyron, Chiron, and the pre-war Type 57 SC Atlantic. It's powered by an 8-liter 16-cylinder engine that makes 1,500 horsepower, but Bugatti has refused to reveal its performance specs. But I'm guessing if this was ever tested, well, I'm guessing it's never going to be tested for its performance specs because obviously since it's a one-off car, it is probably just sitting in a garage, and Bugatti has refused to reveal who bought this car, but this car was introduced in 2018 at the Geneva Auto Show and was sold before it was even released at the auto show. So someone bought this car before even knowing what it looked like. Man, that is quite a price tag, $18.7 million, and that's really going to wrap up today's top 10 most expensive cars in the world, this list for today. And I know this is a different style of video than I normally do, so if you guys like this style of video, make sure to click that thumbs up button because that's really knows and what tells me what you guys like and what you guys don't want to see. So this video gets a lot of likes, I'll do more of these kind of top 10, top 5 list videos. And comment down below what other top 5 or top 10 list video you want to see me make, if you want to see me make more of these. And while you're down there, go down below, click that red subscribe button. It only takes like 2 seconds out of your day, and it really helps me out a lot. Next goal is 200 subscribers, and we're kind of closing in on it. Not really, but so yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video.